In this video, I'm going to rate every single BTO project offered in October 2025. Previously, I made a similar video, but now because we have more details about the exact price, waiting time, subsidy clawback, etc., this rating will be more up to date. And spoiler alert, apparently the result is quite different versus the estimate that I made last month. As usual, to make it more objective, I will be using a rating system based on location, BTO starting price, nearby resale price, waiting time, amenities, and also number of schools. Before we dive into the details, let me first explain how my rating system works. Here are several criteria that I'm using. For location, I'm giving 5 stars if you can travel to the CBD area within 30 minutes by public transportation and the nearest train station is less than a 10 minutes walk away. However, if the train station is a little further away and requires more walking, I'll give it 4 stars, etc. Next, we will also consider the BTO entry price. Because there are different types of flats, to keep things simple and standardized, I will just refer to the starting price of a 4-room flat for that project. Next, we also would like to consider the potential resale value in the future. In order to estimate that, I will be using the highest resale price of a 4-room flat nearby the development. Other than that, we will also consider the estimated waiting time. Of course, the sooner the better. For amenities, I will just use my judgment because this one honestly is a bit tough to be subjective about. And regarding school options, here are the criteria that I'm using. Okay, now that I have explained my criteria, let's discuss the score of each project. Let's start with Oakville at Ang Mo Kio. In terms of location, because Oakville nearest MRT station is 1.1 kilometers away, then I will give this project 2 stars in terms of location. Okay, next for BTO entry price, 4-room flat here starts from $514,000, so I will give this project 2 stars in terms of BTO price. Regarding nearby resale transactions, so according to HDB, the highest nearby resale price for a 4-room flat is $1.1 million. So I will give this project 5 stars in terms of nearby resale flat. And then in terms of estimated waiting time, unfortunately, this project will take about 49 months to be completed. So I will give this project 1 star. Regarding amenities, so this project has quite a good on-site facilities. However, having said that, there is limited amount of amenities within walking distance, especially because the area itself is still undergoing a transformation. So I will give amenities 3 stars. Regarding school options, there are quite a lot of good school options for different age range. So I will give school selection 4 stars for this project. If we total all the numbers, the average score is 2.8 out of 5 scale. Okay, next let's talk about Pingi Court at Bedok. So although Bedok is a mature town, but this particular location is quite far from the MRT station, which is about 1.5 kilometer away from Bedok MRT station. So in terms of location, I will give this project 2 stars. Now regarding BTO price, a 4-room flat here starts from $498,000, so I will give this project 3 stars in terms of price. Regarding potential resale value, according to HDB, nearby resale flat for a 4-room here can go up to $845,000, which is quite good. So I will give this project 4 stars in terms of potential resale value. In terms of estimated waiting time, because Pingi Court will be completed within 33 months, which is very good, so this project can get 5 stars in terms of waiting time. For amenities, unfortunately, this project doesn't have a lot of on-site facilities, but there are several supermarkets and shops within walking distance in nearby developments. Or if you want more amenities, you can always go to Bedok by taking the bus. So for amenities, I will give this project 3 stars. In terms of number of schools, well, the option is kind of limited, but again, I refer back to the criteria that I made. According to that, this project actually deserves 3 stars in terms of school selections. If we total all the numbers, the average is 3.3 for Pingi Court at Bedok. Now let's talk about Bishan Terraces. So Bishan Terraces is within walking distance to Bishan MRT station. So I will give this project 5 stars in terms of location. And then in terms of BTO entry price, a 4-room flat here will start from $543,000. According to the criteria that we're using, this deserves 2 out of 5 stars. Regarding potential resale value, according to HDB, nearby resale price for a 4-room here can go up to $939,000. So I will give this project 5 stars as well in terms of potential resale value. Regarding estimated waiting time, unfortunately, this project will take about 47 months to complete. So that would mean that this project can only get 2 stars in terms of waiting time. In terms of amenities, Bishan Terraces is quite good. There are quite a lot of shops and even malls within walking distance, so I will give amenities 5 stars for Bishan Terraces. In terms of number of schools, when I counted the number of schools on the map, apparently it's not as much as I thought it would be. So if I refer back to the criteria that we already predefined, actually Bishan Terraces can only get 2 stars for school selections. So if we total all the numbers, the average for Bishan Terraces is 3.5 out of 5 scales. Next, let's talk about Berllaya Residences. In terms of location, this project is within walking distance to MRT station. To be exact, it's about 350 meters away from Teluk Blangah MRT station, so I will give this project 4 stars. Regarding BTO entry price, according to HDB, 4-room price here will start from $578,000, which is on the high range. Then this project can only get 1 star in terms of BTO entry price. However, in terms of potential resale value, according to HDB, a 4-room flat here can fetch up to $1.2 million. This means that this project gets a 5 stars for potential resale value. What about waiting time? Unfortunately, this project is like the second slowest project to be completed in October launch. To be exact, it's 56 months. So in terms of waiting time, I can only give Berllaya Residences 1 star. How about amenities? Well, the thing is, the on-site facilities for this project is not so good, and then the area is still being transformed as well, which means that for several years' time, you would need to rely on amenities from nearby areas. You might need to take the MRT or maybe take the bus. But then the amenities is kind of limited, so I will give Berllaya Residences 3 stars for amenities. In terms of number of schools, I counted the number of schools around Berllaya Residences, and unfortunately it's not that much, so I can only give 2 stars for school selection. If we total all the numbers, the average score is 2.7 out of 5 scale for Berllaya Residences. I know that some of you probably get shocked by the numbers, but that is exactly why that we have a predefined criteria, right? So that we don't get clouded by our perception and emotion. Okay, next, let's talk about Redhill Peaks. In terms of location, Redhill Peaks is within walking distance to Redhill MRT station, which is about 650 meters away. So according to criteria, this project actually deserves 5 stars in terms of location. How about BTO price? So according to HDB, a 4-room flat here starts from $541,000. So I will give this project 2 stars in terms of entry price. Regarding potential resale value, according to HDB, a 4-room flat around the area could fetch up to $1.2 million. So I will give Redhill Peaks 5 stars in terms of potential resale value. Regarding waiting time, this project will be completed in 53 months, which is kind of slow. So for waiting time, I will give this project 1 star. For amenities, because Redhill Peaks are surrounded by quite a lot of amenities within walking distance, I will give amenities 5 stars for this project. In terms of number of schools, I counted the number of schools on the map, and apparently Redhill Peaks can only get 2 stars in terms of school selections. If we total all the numbers, the average is 3.3 for Redhill Peaks out of 5 scale. Now let's talk about Mount Pleasant Crest. So for Mount Pleasant Crest, as you know, this will be within walking distance to Mount Pleasant MRT station, which is 300 meters away to be exact. So I will give this project 4 stars in terms of location. Regarding BTO entry price, according to HDB, a 4-room flat here will start from $558,000, which means I can only give Mount Pleasant Crest 1 star in terms of BTO entry price. Regarding potential resale value, according to HDB again, nearby resale transaction for a 4-room flat here can fetch up to $1.1 million. So I will give this project 5 stars in terms of potential resale value. Regarding waiting time, unfortunately, Mount Pleasant Crest is the slowest of the bunch in this October launch. So I can only give this project 1 star in terms of waiting time because it will take 59 months to complete. Regarding amenities, this project comes with great on-site facilities. The area itself is still being transformed, so within walking distance, you have limited amenities. However, you can always take a train ride or bus ride to nearby location. So I will give 4 stars for amenities of this project. Next up, how about school selections? So I counted the number of schools on the map, and according to our criteria, Mount Pleasant Crest can get 3 stars in terms of school selections. If we total all the numbers, the average is 3.0 for Mount Pleasant Crest out of 5 scales. Now let's talk about Tiban Heights. So Tiban Heights will be about 400 meters away from the upcoming Pandan Reservoir MRT station, which should be completed when this BTO is completed as well, so that's good. According to our criteria, Tiban Heights can get 3 stars in terms of location. How about BTO entry price? So a 4-room flat here starts from $397,000, which is quite good. So I am giving this project 4 stars in terms of BTO entry price. Regarding nearby resale value, according to HDB, a 4-room flat in nearby area can fetch price up to $685,000. So I will give Tiban Heights 2 stars in terms of potential resale value. Regarding waiting time, unfortunately, Tiban Heights will take 48 months, which is kind of long for a non-mature area. So I can only give 2 stars in terms of waiting time for Tiban Heights. Next, for amenities. So this project doesn't have quite a lot of on-site facilities, but having said that, if we look at the map, there are hawker centers and markets as well as supermarkets within walking distance from Tiban Heights. And this project is also only 2 stops away from Jurong East, where you can find several malls. So I will give amenities 3 stars for Tiban Heights. In terms of number of schools, I can only give 1 star for Tiban Heights because although it will be across a school, but then in general, there aren't many schools nearby, especially for primary school. So please take note for families considering to apply for Tiban Heights. I can only give 1 star in terms of school options. If we total all the numbers, the average score for Tiban Heights is 2.5 out of 5 scales. Okay, next up we have Fernfell Planes. So Fernfell Planes is within walking distance to Kupang LRT station. And initially, I thought this project only deserves like 1 star or 2 stars in terms of location. But then if I'm being consistent with my own criteria, actually, this project can still get 3 stars in terms of location because when I use Go There, that online map, right, you can still reach the CBD area in about 1 hour. So this project can still get 3 stars in terms of location. Next one for BTO price. For Fernfell Planes, a 4-room flat here starts from $344,000, which is very good. So this project can get 5 stars in terms of entry price. In terms of potential resale value, according to HDB, a 4-room flat around the area can fetch price slightly above $630,000. So I will give 2 stars in terms of potential resale value. How about waiting time? So for waiting time, this project is actually classified as one of the shorter waiting time project. It will be completed in about 32 months. So I will give Fernfell Planes 5 stars in terms of waiting time. How about amenities? So the on-site facilities for this project is not that good, but you can always take the train or bus to go to like nearby malls or markets, etc. So I will give this project 3 stars in terms of amenities. Now regarding school selections, I counted the number of schools on the map, and apparently this project can still get 3 stars in terms of school options. If we total the numbers, the average for Fernfell Planes is 3.5 out of 5 scales. Next up, we have Chencharu Grove. So Chencharu Grove is about 650 meters away from Khatib MRT station, and based on the criteria that I made, this project can get 3 stars in terms of location. For BTO entry price, Chencharu Grove 4-room flat starts from $358,000, so I will give this project 4 stars in terms of entry price. Regarding potential resale value, according to HDB, nearby resale price for a 4-room flat around the area is actually up to $660,000, which is quite surprising. So I will give 2 stars in terms of potential resale value. Regarding waiting time, Chencharu Grove will be completed within 31 months, which is quite fast, so I will give this project 5 stars in terms of waiting time. How about amenities? So the on-site facilities for Chencharu Grove is not that good. However, it will be within walking distance to another integrated development, and other BTO nearby the area also have more amenities, so you can just walk over there. So for amenities, I will give Chencharu Grove 3 stars. In terms of number of schools, based on the number of schools on the map, I will give this project 4 stars. So if we average all the numbers for Chencharu Grove, the average is 3.5 out of 5 scales. Okay, last but not least, we have Yishun Glade. In terms of location, Yishun Glade is further away from MRT station. So based on the criteria that I've used, Yishun Glade can get 2 stars in terms of location. For BTO entry price, Yishun Glade price actually starts cheaper than Chencharu Grove. Yishun Glade will start from $343,000 for a 4-room flat, so it can get 5 stars in terms of BTO entry price. Regarding potential resale value, according to HDB, around the area, the price could fetch up to $660,000 for a 4-room flat, so I will give Yishun Glade 2 stars in terms of potential resale value. Regarding waiting time, this project will be completed in 31 months, which is the fastest, so I will give this project 5 stars in terms of waiting time. For amenities, this project doesn't have much in terms of amenities within walking distance, but having said that, you can always take a bus ride to several malls nearby, so I will give this project 3 stars in terms of amenities. Regarding number of schools, based on the number of schools shown on the map, I will give this project 4 stars in terms of school selections. If we total all the numbers, Yishun Glade gets a 3.5 out of 5 scales. I know that you must be itchy to see the total score for each project side by side, so here it is. I know that the result is quite surprising. You know, personally, when I did this, I was quite surprised as well. I double-checked to make sure my numbers are accurate, the formula are accurate, but it is what it is. I think that's why we use a predefined criteria to make sure that we are not clouded by our own perception and judgment, right? Like, who would have thought that Chencharu Grove gets the same score with Bishan Terraces? So that's kind of surprising. And I personally also wasn't expecting Berllaya Residences, which is like the star of October 2025 BTO launch, to get such a low score. But then again, if we consider all criteria, it seems like it is what it is. However, you might have different opinion depending on maybe certain criteria is more important for you. So for example, maybe location is a lot important for you versus number of schools. Then you can do your own calculation. But what do you think? Comment down below. To support my work, you can give a one-time tip by pressing the thanks button, pick the amount that you want, and click buy and send. Or you can also press the join button for exclusive contents and monthly membership. Your support means a lot to keep us independent. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!